Good evening. I'm Lenka DeVor and welcome to Nottingham News. Tonight's main headlines. The death toll for Greenwood's latest attack rises as 2 victims succumb to their injuries. And the final amateur contestant has been chosen to compete against the professionals in the upcoming championships. Thank Hecate for a slow news day, right? 2 of the victims of Greenwood's recent bombing attack have died, having succumbed to their injuries at King Richard Hospital in the small hours of this morning. Stephen Ogilvie, who was 19, and 26-year-old Philomena Moran were innocent bystanders caught in the blast, which Greenwood terrorists have labelled unnecessary evil. These brave young citizens clung valiantly to life as they lay in their hospital beds, but they sadly each lost their struggle and slipped away, bringing the death toll from this attack to 18. Senior Eye operative Jessie Finch, leader of Sheriff Murdoch's counter-terrorism task force, has expressed her sincere condolences to the families of the victims and vows that their deaths will not be in vain, as she is closer than ever to locating the terrorist leader, Will Scarlett. Go get him, Jessie. In championship news, the final amateur contestant has been picked to compete with the big shots in 4 weeks' time. Aged only 15, Adrian Moon will be one of the youngest to compete in the championships, and he's not lacking in confidence. As he stated, he intends to give swordsmanship favourite Zach Mackay the fight of his life. That's just the kind of confidence East Mercia needs, Adrian. Good on you. And in other news, there's love across the divide as Inner Circle resident Eleanor Griffiths fell head over heels for Outer Circler Tabitha Curry. However, when Tabitha's application to cross the wall was rejected, Eleanor staged several disruptive protests. But Nottingham News is pleased to report that she has now been relocated to the Outer Circle to be with her Tabitha. Oh, let's hope it's not just a spring fling. An Outer Circle home was vandalised today by members of the Anti-Haicath League. The homeowner, an unregistered Haicath, told reporters she now fears for her life. Fortunately, the good people at the Haicath Salvation Programme were on hand to register and relocate her. We just wish it hadn't taken this terrible event to make her see sense. While registration isn't mandatory, the Haicath Salvation Programme does provide safety and good, honest work for any registered Haicath in need. So, if you know of a Haicath who has not yet come forward to be registered, please do send them along to the good folks at the programme. A student filmmaking group found themselves shut down this week when their proposed web series, The Champion Returns, which is all about the mysterious return of the late Robin Loxley, failed to obtain written consent from the Office of King John. Any film referencing the Promised Land campaign must have royal approval, especially one with such a wild, imaginative premise as this one has. Seems fame and fortune are not on the cards for them this time. Weather watch now. Temperatures continue to rise, and though the Meteorological Office expects the chances of fires breaking out to be slim, they have advised that the weather warning will remain as yellow for the time being. This is due also to rising pressure over the North Sea, creating a storm they have dubbed Storm Gwyneth. So stay in the shade, folks, and maybe avoid the seaside until Gwyneth's blown over. In entertainment news, our sources in the magical world of movies have brought us a delicious tidbit from the set of the historical war epic Sisters of the Stones. It's a huge production, with the biggest budget of any East Mercian film to date, and not an insignificant amount of that money went on securing Katie Horn, Hannah Brock and Lydia Woollett for the starring roles as the infamous Blomgren sisters. But it seems the starlets have been waging a war of their own, as this exclusive audio footage reveals evidence of a fiery blow-up.
When I was in that production, then you were like...
Yikes! Meow, ladies! Save it for the silver screen! And finally, Nottingham News congratulates young Willie Badger, the 7-year-old boy who has donated his pocket money to the palace to help fund King John's efforts to solve the Outer Circle's food crisis. This generous young man saved up all year, and rather than spend his pocket money on toys or sweets, he's put it to good use, helping those less fortunate than himself. Oh, that's what a model citizen looks like, folks. This has been Nottingham News. Thank you for tuning in. For more stories and information, as always, go to our website, which you can see on screen now and in the link below. Until next time, goodbye, and may Hecate bless you.